Happy with this.
He's going to roll.
Happy for board down.
Put it up here. Let's go. Oh, there you go, boys. Good. Carry on. There you go, boys.
A little bit of speed. He's board down. He's board down.
Luna Rossa pushing, trying to get over the top.
Oh, fantastic engagement there.
There you go, boys. Overlap here. We are overlap.
Happy for a double turn.
Hard on the main.
Possibly see a split tack start.
Luna Rossa early, time to kill here.
A little earlier.
People tag.
Okay, we're good. Heading away.
Okay, 2.5 on the mark. Down here now.
Closer.
Okay, 3, 2, go, mate. Go, mate. Here we go. Hold hard, all the way out.
Go.
Nice.
A smooth to angle.
Race 9, Louis Vuitton Cup, the battle of the heavyweights continues. Split tag start.
A clean start, closest to the line, INEOS Britannia 8 metres back, doing 35 knots.
They had no wriggle room, the British team executing their time on distance absolutely perfectly. Need to get the big INEOS Britannia locked in. That was a bad tack. Lost a lot of speed in that tack, down to 27 knots, so...
We're going to see this, aren't we? So hard to execute those manoeuvres in this sea state, particularly at the bottom half of the track.
So the right-of-way boat now, the Italian team of Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. The British having to decide what to do here. Most likely a duck.
He will have to go behind us, I think. We cannot defend. A little bow down.
Careful bow down here.
No, a little bow down for us.
My wheel here.
Okay, good. Keep the speed.
Okay, and your wheel now.
Ben Ainsley taking the wheel. Got the best view of Luna Rossa.
Hey, lock her in here, guys.
We need a little bit more
Closing speed here.
Intersection. More speed the next
About
time.
60 knots of closing speed. Both boats doing about 40 knots, so really coming at each other quickly.
You are not touching the zone.
As we head to the top gate, there is nothing between these two in race 9 of the Louis Vuitton Cup. They will split the mark rounding. Nothing between them after one leg of 8.
Massive twist there on the mainsail of Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. They need a big push to get that back on. They are down speed at the moment relative to the British, 42 knots versus 46. Tough bear away for both teams there. Very difficult to execute that manoeuvre well.
100%.
It has been a solid first downward leg by INEOS Britannia. They've got a good lead right now on Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli in race 9 of the Louis Vuitton Cup. But it's just a challenge to muscle these big 7-ton flying 75s and the sea state that we are experiencing, or they are experiencing today.
It's a big lead.
Luna Rossa.
Big lead, Stephen, absolutely. Early on in this race, that was probably the biggest gain on a downwind leg that we've seen. These two boats against each other. That top mark rounding, a slow jibe.
Looks good breeze in front.
It's put Luna Rossa slightly on the back foot.
Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli have made a bit of a gain, the bottom half of this downwind leg.
Certainly have. They'll be accelerating up to speed, another 4 or 5 knots of speed to build. They've definitely reeled the British team in. So Ben saying 1 and in left, so they will do another manoeuvre to take that gate off the Italians to control the race.
Both these teams are sailing on the edge in a rough sea state. And right now it's INEOS Britannia still with a slight lead. They take it nice and easy around there. Both boards down just to make sure. And look at that, it's almost even again. Gave away just a little bit of speed and came Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. We are halfway through race 9.
Oh, look at those waves, massive punch through.
Oh!
Rudder.
Hey, try and build.
Oh, that's a big speed loss for the Italian team. We saw that big wave just aerating the rudder.
Hey, trying to build.
Up with mode. Yeah, we have speed. We have speed.
And that's a huge deficit to make up now.
3, 2, 1. Pull it down. And turning.
Nice cool heads on board the Italian boat. Very, very difficult conditions. British take a big advantage now, surely, as they head off that right-hand boundary.
They lost 100 metres in that little spill.
Guys, obviously the boat
Just having a look at the ghost boat here,
Oh,
as INEOS Britannia well ahead.
so you're cool. That's what happened to you as well, right?
INEOS Britannia in a strong position as we're about to complete leg number 5 of 8 in race 9. But as we have seen, one little mistake and everything can change. Look how rough that sea is today. All the crew's really pushing it.
Stuck windward heel coming into that mark, the British team, but still stuck windward heel. They need to get the boat locked in there, the British team, otherwise they will vent the foil.
Rossa, they're around. They've done 5 legs, 3 to do. What can they do? Or are they just waiting for INEOS to make a mistake themselves?
Last one, lads, let's go. A good angle. Are you trying to land the boat now? Yeah, your trap. My trap. Come in here if you can.
INEOS Britannia coming in to complete leg number 7. Watch the bear away, then it's the run home.
100, hit it, boys. Nice. On it. Anytime, Edmund.
And the Rossa Prada Pirelli, they've been hanging on but just can't find it.
Start catching, boys.
5-second gain back to the Italian team there. Just using that windward foil as a third leg, just to stabilise the boat there to stop it rolling windward heel while the Cyclaws grind that big twin skin mainsail back on. They will have more main sheet load with that smaller jib than the British, so the British slightly less main sheet load to get back on, exiting those bearaways.
Hey, 15. Get through this wave.
Stand by. 2, 1, Vorna.
Great audio of the foils going up and down that cant system. FCS working hard in these bumpy conditions.
Hey, try and lock her in here. Back wave coming.
Not only the systems working hard, the crew on board as well.
35 this way.
INEOS Britannia have done a great job here. It has been clinical.
The line, looks like maybe better pressure.
Fantastic execution.
Yeah, could be.
Not a wobble in this really difficult condition.
Back to ley line, but give it a bit.
And Rossiter and Freddie Carr pushing hard.
Looking for a flat spot as well.
Port side, Matt Cottrell, Ben Cornish.
Okay, stand by.
The 2 drivers, Ben Amesley, Dylan Fletcher, swapping.
Last jibe of the race for the British if they pull this off.
When you talk about responding to pressure and what's required to give yourself another little psychological edge in conditions like this today, INEOS Britannia have absolutely come to the party and said, you know what, this game is not over and we'll take it to you. It's been a replication of the last 3 days. INEOS Britannia win the first race of the day. What happens next, who knows? But now, they're only 2 race wins away from heading to the match. Britannia wins.
Goes down here and then we'll turn up.
So we go to that critical standings board, and it's one more green dot for INEOS Britannia. It's now 5-4. Remember, first to 7, and you're off to the big show.